Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark Hamlin. I'll be your host tonight. And we're very excited to introduce you to a powerful program, ladies and gentlemen, that's about to empower people not only across the United States, but around the world. The company and the program is called Hands of Heaven. This is a program that will literally empower people economically to build wealth within their communities. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break it down for you, give you all the details, and show you how you and your family and your group and organization can also benefit and participate. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Our mission is simply to build wealth. This program was created to empower individuals, families, and organizations in order to get the funding to take care of their bills, to pay for college, to purchase a car, to pay their mortgage off, start a business, to fund a cause, ladies and gentlemen, or any significant goal, also to get money for emergencies. So we're very excited about what we're going to share here. Over the next few minutes, we're going to show you exactly how this works in detail. So my name is Mark Hamlin. Some of you may not know me, but I've been involved online for over 8 years. But before that, I was involved in the construction industry until something called the recession hit back in 2008. So I was in a really tough situation, but I found out about a concept that we're going to talk with you about over the next few minutes. And we were able to get out of that situation, and we were able to save our home. As a result of that, I took it as a mission upon myself, and I began to travel not only across the United States, ladies and gentlemen, but around the world, sharing this very powerful, life-changing concept with individuals and groups. So I'd like to start with a question. Would it be okay if we learn how the wealthiest communities become financially strong? And would it be okay for us to also build a wealthy community? So we're going to answer both these questions. We're going to show you how communities have built wealth throughout the centuries, and we're going to show you how you and I can do the same. So it's important, whenever you deal with a subject, to deal with the truth of the matter. We all know that the truth can make us free. Well, the fact of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are more wealthy than we imagine. And here's the thing, corporations know it, and so do the bankers. This is why they work so hard to advertise and to get our consumer dollars. So why is it that so many people struggle financially and feel fearful and feel powerless to do much about it? Well, the answer is really simple. As long as we continue to do things the way we always have, certain entities will continue to extract our wealth. But the richest communities around the world know this truth and have learned to retask their resources to stay within their own communities rather than be bled dry. Shared economics is the key to their success. And we're going to break it down and show you exactly how this works right now. So one of the things I did was a simple Google search. I wanted to find out who were the wealthiest households in the United States. And I found that Indian Americans from the country of India actually have the largest household income. Jewish Americans were number 2, and Asians were number 3, then Europeans. But being African American, I wanted to know, where do we fall within this list of 102 ethnic groups? And I found us right here near the bottom, number 93. So my question was, what exactly are the wealthy communities doing in order to create wealth within their communities? And here's the thing I found, ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of important to go back in order to move forward. I found that 200 years ago, 92% of people were self-employed business owners. They were merchants, they were artisans, and they were farmers. But today, ladies and gentlemen, 92% of people are employees. And so it's pretty interesting. Perhaps we need to go back in order to go forward, because the success formula for these wealthy communities is that many of them are business owners. They're able to take advantage of all the tax benefits that go along with owning a business, but also they do business with each other, ladies and gentlemen, and they keep the profits within their communities. The result is that wealth is created. So suppose you and I could do business with one another, and let's just say that we can make $100 profits every time we interacted with one another. What could that potentially do for us? Well, here's the thing. One single $100 bill spent 10 times in a day within a community brings a value of $1,000 to that community. You expand that to over 30 days, and it delivers over $30,000 in value. And suppose we could do business with one another, and we could earn $1,000 every time we interacted with one another. What do you think that could do for your family and our communities? This is called shared economy. And you can Google this, ladies and gentlemen. Shared economy is a decentralized model whereby two individuals interact to buy or sell goods or services directly with each other, without a middleman, and 100% of the profit stays within the community. This business model sets in motion dynamics that can literally explode your income potential in a relatively short period of time. This model that we're about to show you, ladies and gentlemen, and this vehicle facilitates us doing business with one another, and it's absolutely life-changing. So as I mentioned, the company and the program is called Hand of Heaven, and we want to share with you the products here. So first of all, our products are digital. They're virtual, they are webinars, they are downloads, they are live training, and you get the resale rights, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're sharing this information with one another, but yet we get to keep 100% of the profit. And so the first product is called Faith and Success. It's going to teach you about building up your faith. It's going to teach you the principles of success. And the cost is only $30, ladies and gentlemen, $25 plus a $5 one-time admin fee. The second service is called Self-Actualization, because, you know, to be wealthy is more than about money. You also have to know how to take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to learn that as well. Our third product is physical vitality, because what good does it do to have all the money in the world but not have your health? So it's very important that we know how to maximize our health. Next, we have financial growth, because it's not just about how much money you make, it's about what you do with the money and how much money you keep. So we're going to learn all about that. Then there's spiritual growth. We know that we are multi-dynamic human beings, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a spiritual side. It's important to know how to develop it. And last but not least, we have individual trainings. We're going to have special guests, all types of webinars and different things to get us to the next level, coaching and leadership, and that's what it's all about. So these are our products, ladies and gentlemen, and when we purchase these, we not only have the products themselves, but we have the resale rights to these products. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring a special guest. We've got several special guests on the line, by the way, and I'm going to bring a special guest on the line right now who's going to share a little bit about how the money works. So stand by. I'm going to bring on Dr. Steve Branch, and he is a six-figure earner, and he has worked with people all around the world, and he absolutely knows all the details about how the money works here. So stand by. And Dr. Branch, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Welcome. Welcome to the call.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, once again, I want to commend you for giving another incredible overview and creating the mindset as to the status of everyone, or a lot of people across the U.S. and abroad, and how we can change that status very quickly, the financial status, with just an additional revenue stream. And that's what we have with the Hands of Heaven. We have an additional paycheck that can turn into multiple paychecks coming into your household, your business, your organization, your ministry, daily, weekly, monthly. 6 different income streams. The $30 level, the $110 level, the $250 level, the $500 level, the $1,000 level, and the $2,000 level. Each level comes with a small admin fee, which is normally about 10% of the cost of the product. But you decide whatever suits your budget. Because once you purchase those reseller rights, then you now are able to start receiving multiple $30 purchases being paid 100% direct to you, member to member, multiple $100 payments, multiple $250 payments, multiple $500 payments, multiple $1,000 payments, multiple $2,000 payments. And it gets better. It's not just off of who you personally refer. You see, the great thing about the Hands of Heaven is when we come on board and we personally refer one, that recoups our out-of-pocket expense. So technically, we are in position to go into profit mode. Now, our second personal referral passes up to our sponsor, and from our third personal referral to infinity, that stays with us. But from your first personal and number 3 on, their second personal referral rolls up to you. So let me give you an illustration of that. And try to follow the magnitude of this income stream. And this is just off of one personal referral. Let's say I was your personal referral. And let's say, for illustration's sake, he was on the $250 level. I came in on the $250 level. I referred to the first person I referred on the $250 level. That whole $250 went to me. My second, which is my pass up, paid you, my sponsor. So that's an additional $250 sale that you did not have to recruit. But guess what? When my roll up referred to, their first pays them, their second pays you. When the first two of that roll-ups come on board, their first one is going to pay them, their second is going to pay you through infinity. Just that one person creates a power line to infinity, a $250 pass-ups coming to you. Now think in terms if you have 5 personal referrals or 10 personal referrals or 20 or 100. There's no limit. You only pass up your second one. But guess what? You receive the second one from all of your personal referrals. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, keep in mind also, where you get started is your decision. But if you're in position to do so, you want to start at the higher level. For instance, let's say if you started at the $250 level, you not only would receive the $250 payments, but you also receive free the $100 level and the $25 level. So you're now coming out the gate able to receive 3 income streams from the $25 product, the $100 product, and the $250 product. Now, let's say you decided to upgrade later to the $500 product. Well, it's not that you simply pay the $250 difference from $250 to $500. You still have to pay the entire $500. But that's a beautiful thing because you will have generated enough revenue to be able to do that. But those that are in position to do so, start at the highest level you possibly can. Like myself, I was blessed to be able to start at the $2,500 level, the $2,000 product purchase, and then the admin fee on top of that. But that puts me in position to not only receive $2,000 product purchase, $1,000 product purchases, the $500 product purchases, the $250 product purchases, the $100 product purchases, the $25 product purchases. I get all 6, and I didn't have to pay for the other 5. So that creates a beautiful, beautiful thing. So whichever decision a person decides to choose to come on board, you're able to benefit from. If a person just want to come on at 100, that's fine. That's paying you directly because you're on the $100 level. If a person decides to pay the $500, so they get the $250, the $100, and the $25 free, that's great because you're already on the $500 level. So that $500 is going straight to you. If they decide to pay $1,000, that's terrific because that $1,000 is going straight to you because you're on the $2,000, the $1,000, the $500, the $250, and the $100 and the $25. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, especially with those pass-ups. Those pass-ups offer your personal referrals on all levels. Take your income stream from 3 to 4 figures a month to 5 to 6 figures a month or a year. And in some cases, surely it may even be a week. That's the power of this revenue stream with the hands of heaven. So with that being said, I'm going to pass the lines back to you, Mr. Hamlin. God bless you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Branch. Awesome job. I really appreciate it and enjoy working with you. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring in another special guest who is Dr. Steve Parson. This is a gentleman who has been in ministry for over 40 years. He's also an awesome marketer. He's one of my mentors, and that's Dr. Steve Parson. Let's bring him in for his thoughts as well. And Dr. Parson, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. You hear me loud and clear?
Yes. If you could speak up just a little, that'd be awesome.
Okay. All righty. Well, I will say that I'm really excited about the opportunity to share because this is right along my ministry. You know, as you said, I've been in the ministry for 40 years, but I'm a pastor with an entrepreneur spirit. And I've always taught people to go into businesses, be your own boss. Actually the founder of this company, his name is Peter Wolfen. I had the privilege of working with Peter years ago in one of his companies. And we generated a lot of money. I think in just 10 months, it grew to over 80,000 people in just 10 months. So I've known Peter. He's been a business creator basically for about 20 years. And when he called me and told me, he said, Pastor, he said, I got the perfect thing for you, because he knew that I was a teacher and a pastor. And when he told me the name Hand of Heaven, I said, well, my goodness, that fits right on me, because the Spirit of the Lord, I believe it. Jesus said it. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he hath anointed me to preach and teach the good news, gospel to the poor. And good news to the poor is we don't have to be poor no more. All we need is a system or a way to be able to generate our own income. And this company has a faith-based product, faith-based. I'm able to actually, I'm one of the contributors, and I'm able to actually make available my teachings on the subject of faith, financial growth. You know, we're tying in biblical principles to business. And man, I'm just excited. It's actually just been a week now. My first, 2 to 3 days in the business, we're just getting started. We're learning how the comp plan works ourselves. But I'm at around like $3,400. Last I looked, $3,400 in just the first week. My approach is I'm going to reach out to not only people, but I'm going to reach out to pastors, because I personally believe that the days of the church living off of tithes and offerings is over. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a tither. I believe in certainly giving. But I saw over there in Acts, chapter 4, it says that there was no lack in the church. Neither was there any among them that lacked. Here's the reason why. It says many were owners and possessors of lands and houses, and they sold them. Watch this. And they brought the prices of the things that were sold to the church. And then watch this. Distribution was made according to every person who had need. In other words, the money that came into the church was used to meet the needs and help one another. I'm from Buffalo, New York, but I'm right here in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia is the birthplace of Black American capitalism. And we have a section here in Richmond called Jackson Ward. And it was known as the first Black Wall Street, the birthplace for Black capitalism. Black American capitalism started right here in the former capital of the Confederacy. And it all came out of the church, because they basically worked together. They they bought and sold to each other, generated their own income, built their own buildings, bought their own land, started their own schools, and it developed into one of the most prosperous communities in the United States. So I believe that the hand of heaven is certainly an opportunity. We have the opportunity to exercise the principle, 3 principles: sowing and reaping, giving and receiving, and buying and selling. There's bona fide products, education, spiritual knowledge, financial literacy. And I personally believe that, as you mentioned in your presentation, actually in Bible times, the only employees were servants, slaves, or soldiers. Everybody else was either a farmer, an artisan, or a merchant. They generated their own income. And I found out that that was the case actually here in America. Prior to the Civil War, 95% of the workforce of America, they were either farmers, artisans, or merchants. And then gradually, as we have today, 5% or 95% of the workforce of America are employees. So I believe that the solution is everybody developing a sense of independence. This comp plan, which actually Peter originally called it the easy one-up, I just believe is one of the best vehicles and tools for people to come together, receive 100% of the sales. At the same time, the second sale would pass up to the person who sponsored you. So, you see the giving principle, you see the sowing, and then you're reaping. And then after that, every single sale is just going directly to you. So you're being benefited 100% from your work and for your effort. As you said, Dr. Brandt, I encourage everybody to start in, if you can now, start in at the highest level you can go to, because all the other levels that are underneath you, you wouldn't have to pay the admin fee. And then at the same time, that second sale passes up to you. So, it's incredible. I believe that we are in store for a wealth movement. I believe that we're in the beginning stages of a wealth movement, and I don't want to get left behind. I believe that more money is going to be made in this new business that Peter's created then we're going to set online internet records. That's what I personally believe. But I'm just encouraging everyone on the call to just jump in, go ahead on and choose your package, start out as high as you can, and let's go ahead on and build our community and be a blessing to people. Back to you, Mark.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Parson. Really appreciate your inspiration, everything that you do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have an extra special guest on the call tonight, and that is Mr. Peter Woofing himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's a former Marine, like myself. He's also an entrepreneur. He's an innovator, ladies and gentlemen, and he's a very successful marketer. So glad to have him on the call with us. And what I'd like to do is bring him on right now to share some thoughts with all of us. And Mr. Peter Woofing, are you there, sir?
Hey, Mark, I am here. Let me just see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I didn't know you were a Marine.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I was an embassy guard.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, I was a Marine as well, too, and a sergeant in the Marine Corps. And one of the things that I learned there was, delegation and respect for authority and getting things done was certainly a great impact on my life to be able to serve and also to be able to learn what we've been able to learn about leadership and doing things there, but certainly a great part of my life. So thank you for your service as well. So guys, this is a very unique time in the world itself with the economies going global. And it's never before in human history has a person been able to have a push button, kitchen table, global business from their smartphone within minutes. I mean, just in the year 2000, someone would have had to have $1 million and more of angel investors to have the power that you can have within minutes on your cell phone with Hand to Heaven. And it gets even better because I've designed and proven that this business works by making the risk minimal, because the very first sale that you make goes to you, so you get the majority of your money back on the very first sale. So that's one of the first concerns people have is, how fast am I going to get to a break even or virtual break even? You can't get faster than one, right? But also to have maximum reward. And Mark and Dr. Parson and Dr. Branch said that we have a situation with the compensation structure where we have leverage, okay, and we have so many other things available, so that this way we can have maximum pay for the amount of effort that you put in, okay, because it's not about working hard, it's about working hard with the right financial vehicle. And I think that's where most people miss it, because they go in and they try to say, okay, it's about working hard, and my mom taught me to work hard, and I love her for that, but you have to be able to work hard in the right financial vehicle, so the hard work means something. And it's not necessarily working and trading time for money. And although, jobs have their place, but as Mark had mentioned before, society has changed, because it used to be all entrepreneurs, or practically, but now it's mostly all worker force. And we become a worker farm. Right? So we become a worker farm by everyone going through school and teaching everybody to become a worker instead of becoming an innovator and a producer and a creator. And our Creator has created us to be able to be creative and have infinite potential inside of us, but we lost it. We were born to win, but we were conditioned to fail. And because of society, because of many factors, environment, and other things being part of our lives, we've lost the edge that we've had in the past. And I can tell you that we still have that potential inside of us. And what Hand of Heaven endeavors to do, at least one of the aspects of it, is to re-engage and unfold what's inside of you already, because you're created perfect, right? But society has kind of taken that away from you. And we're here to let you know that it's still there. Hand of Heaven is going to help you to take it out and to be able to realize your full potential. And that's not only spiritually, but intellectually and, physically, love and relationships, and all different aspects of your life, to be able to realize what we've lost over time. And by doing that, we put together an amazing system that has proven, when we say proven, it's proven to work. And how can I possibly say that? Well, my company, our holding company, this August will be 20 years old. 20 years old. Most companies don't even get past 2 to 5 years. We're here 20 years. And over that time, we've helped 2.2 million people around the world, not just here in the United States, but around the world. And we've paid out in commissions, in earnable, bankable money to members, close to $500 million. Now, when I hear that, that's one of the best things I can hear as an entrepreneur, because yes, this is a new opportunity, but it has a track record. The company's not going anywhere. The company's rock solid. The company is debt free. The company's proven that it puts together systems for the people. It puts together systems for anybody of any socioeconomic bracket that can start for as little as $30. I mean, anybody can do that. And if you say you can't afford $30, believe me, you need it more than you think you do. And we put together systems where it doesn't monopolize your time. Go ahead, please, keep your job. Don't quit your job. Keep your job. Work it. Work your job situation and work your dream in your spare time. Don't work somebody else's dream, because essentially that's what you're doing when you're working a job. You're fulfilling someone else's dream. So keep that, have the money coming in, and work your dream in your spare time. We have plenty of ways to be able to teach you to be able to get your time back and prioritize what's most important in your life, to be able to get 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Before you know it, you have 5, 10, 15 hours a week to put towards your dream and create something that can pay you a lot more than a job, because you're going to work hard anyway. Why not work hard for your dream instead of someone else's? Now, of course, you can start at higher product levels. Dr. Parson and Steve and many of the leaders are starting at the top product level that we have. But it's all up to you as far as what your goals and dreams are, okay? We try to set the bar as far as what the pace for the leaders are doing and set the example. But with this compensation plan, it really doesn't matter where you start, meaning that the risk is the same. No matter what product level you join, whether it's 25, 100, 250, 500, 1,000, or 2,000, and of course they have a license fee on top of that. But no matter what product package that you select, all you need is one sale at that product package. You got your money back. So really, does it matter what product level that you join? Because really the only thing that matters is that you can say to yourself, I just got to get one. And you have to have the confidence that you can find at least one, don't you? Really? Right? And we're going to help you do that anyway. Right? So beyond that, we have a system with the pass-up system that Steve talked about that is going to leverage your time, okay? Because we just don't want you to trade time for money, because if we didn't have that, it'd be just a job. And you can create teams around the world and have that leverage that we all seek, because we want to be able to leverage our time so that this way, wherever you happen to be, whether it's, you know, sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning or on the beach in the south of France, you can be making money because you've set up a team that they're in turn going after their dreams and goals, but they're also assisting you by possibly giving you a pass up because you've helped them to be successful. And that's what teamwork is all about. And what I learned in the Marine Corps is that, you know, together we all achieve more, or everyone achieves more, and we can work together for a common good to not only have a product with a purpose, but also to help other people and to give back. I just started a not-for-profit. It took me 10 years to put that not-for-profit together. Okay, 10 years. And I finally got it put together a few months ago, called Wiz Kids, W-I-Z Kids. And it's to help young entrepreneurs. So if you have a dream, don't ever quit. Sometimes you have what's called the law of gestation. Things take time to happen. Your dreams take time to happen. This here, Hand of Heaven, is not a sprint, although you can make money really fast. You can look at it as a marathon as well, too. Whatever your time frame is, because the company's already proven we've been here for 20 years, we're not going anywhere. So, hey, if it takes you a year to make $10,000, fine. But if it takes you a year to make a few $100,000, fine. We have people within 12 to 18 months with this exact business model have made over $500,000. Literally, and we can show you people and have maybe possibly have people on, you know, on this call eventually to tell you what they've done. So it's already proven if you have lofty goals like that, it can happen. But if you're looking, hey, I just want to make a few $1,000s, that's okay too. because you can pay off bills, get yourself out of debt, and you get to a point, you know, if your first point is, I just want to get to this point, man, I can breathe. I can breathe. I got my bills paid. I can breathe. If that's your first goal, we're perfectly happy with that. Because when you get to that goal, then you can kind of take a step back, look around, see what's out there, see the options, and then you can start seeing, hey, man, you know, maybe I want to go to school. Maybe I want to have my own business of some sort. You know, maybe this is a stepping stone for something else. It's up to you. But it can be anything that you want. And again, with little risk, teamwork, a company has been around for a long time, and a track record. And it hasn't, and Hand of Heaven hasn't even launched yet. We're still in pre-launch. So the products are going to start coming up on Monday, and over the next 30 to 45 days, the products will be set in the back office. So that all of the curriculum has already been done. It's just we're in the recording phase right now. But you have the opportunity to come on board and to let people know before everybody knows about it, and, you know, kind of be the first for a change, right? To be the first for a change, to find out about it, again, with a company with a track record and so on and so on. And that's very rare. Imagine if Mark Zuckerberg came out and you're the first 50 people that knew about a new venture he was going to come out with. Would you jump in? Of course. Of course. Well, this is the same thing, but nobody knows about it. I just starting to publish a new book with Brian Tracy, if you know Brian Tracy, as well as Sir Richard Branson coming out with a co-authored book with myself coming out in the fall, and on television and things like that. So they don't put their name on just anything. And we're doing that not because I want to see myself all over the place. It's because we want to give the members the tools necessary to say, hey, listen, the owner's been here, the owner's been there, the people that are endorsing Kevin Harrington and Shark Tank, all these different things are endorsing what we're doing in one way, shape, or form, and that's ammunition for you for credibility purposes. So when you go to talk to someone, you can give them this information, and it's going to make your business that much easier. So all these different things, we're investing as a company for you to be more successful, to make your job much easier. And your job is just to get people on a webinar like this, get them to a call, or to look at some information or a multimedia presentation of some sort, and that's it. We do everything else. Your job in this business is really not difficult. It's, if you get excited, to be excited, and just point them to the deal. That's it. We'll take care of everything else for you. So more than that you can't do, and after they come on board, be friendly, create a relationship, guide them through the process, walk them through the back office, and just duplicate it. And so it's so simple, so easy, and that's why the program has been proven to work over time. So guys, as you can see, I'm genuinely excited. I've been doing this for almost 3 decades, and as you can see, this is genuine excitement. I don't have a script. I'm just telling you from my heart whatever comes out and what I'm thinking about at the moment. And I just know you're in such a special place right now to be able to make it happen for yourself, and so proud and honored to be part of your team with the leaders that you have on board. So let me give it back to you, Mark.
All right. Thank you so much, Peter Wolfing. Awesome. And oh man, it's such a great opportunity for us to be in partnership with you through Hand of Heaven. We're very excited. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for the first time, get back in contact with the person who invited you on the call. And as Peter said, they'll walk you through the process, show you how to get started with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy to join. All you need is a debit card, and people are going to be paying you directly. So you're simply going to enter how you wish to be paid. And of course, you've got numerous choices. You can be paid by Walmart to Walmart, PayPal. You can have people deposit money into your Bitcoin account. Many different options in terms of receiving the payment for our services. So we're very excited, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do this again. Next week, we're going to be setting up a schedule multiple times a day, 2 to 3 times a day. We're going to be doing these. Your job and my job is simply to invite people so that we can get the information in front of them so they can do what's best for their families and their communities. So ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us tonight. Again, join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do this all again, and we just simply want to partner with you and help you get to the next level economically. We believe helping one another, that's exactly what it's all about, and we're honored to be able to do so. So thank you so much for joining us. Everyone have a great evening. Goodbye for now.